What's going on YouTube? It's your boy, that guy named Jay. No, it's not that guy named Jay. It's a trucker named Jay. Stop that shit. Sorry, guys. It's your boy, trucker named Jay, checking in, man. Um, y'all already know what's finna happen. Y'all know how I do, man. I'm about to make like 4 videos, and I'm gonna upload it slowly over the course of time. I know people criticize that joint, but I'm gonna just be 100% honest with you guys. Like, somebody has said it a couple times, and I'll agree. I really love doing YouTube videos. I really do. Not just because of the monetization of it, but because I was this much into YouTube um, before my channel got monetized. And trust and believe, a couple $100 I make a month is not something to sweat over. You know what I mean? But anyways, so in saying that, the way I do my channel, at least this channel, because I'm about to create another channel, and I have the channel with my wife, and I kind of do it like that with the channel with my wife, which is Holland Vibes. By the way, you should go check that out. That's Holland, HOLLAND Vibes. Yeah, go check that channel. We have about 300 subscribers right now, and we about to start putting out more videos as well, more frequently throughout the week. So you should definitely check those videos out. And while you're here, like, comment, subscribe to this channel. You know what I mean? Since you're already here, and I'm already a dope dude. I mean, you know what I mean? But anyways, so long story less long, I've said this all the time. If I uploaded videos as I did them, fam, y'all would never watch none of them shits. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. You would get 7 videos a day. I'm just being honest. So, you know what I mean? I'm so, you know, I enjoy doing YouTube that much. And you know, when you're local and slash regional and home as much, it's a lot going on when you home and you got to do house chores and shit like that. So anytime you get to sit down and you got a lot of content built up on your membrane, you got to put it down. So it's almost like with a rapper or any type of content creator or artist. You know, when you get inspired, you gotta put it down right then and there, or you'll lose it. That's just how it works. You know what I mean? So that's how my situation goes. So yeah. So that being said, I can't remember what this video was. Oh, this video is about how the port has a cap. The port has a cap. So as you know by now, I told you about my situation working for a family owned authority, that I drive one of their trucks, and right now I'm running out of the port in Virginia, running regional. And as I stated before, when I first came here and I had a conversation with the owner, I told him, hey man, you know, this is the type of money that I'm willing to run for. You know, I don't mind being out on the road. I hate when people do that. I don't mind running out on the road, you know, and back home, but I'm not trying to go out there for 5, 6, 7 weeks at a time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing, if the money's right, I'm willing to go out there, you know. But it's so crazy because when I first told him that, I was specifically talking about out of the port. Out of the port, going out one way, sleeping 10 hours and coming back. So, and he was like, okay. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. So what ended up happening is we had a conversation actually earlier today where he just straight up told me, like, man, listen, I'm just going, you know, he said, I'm not talking to you as a motor carrier. I'm talking to you as not so much a friend, but just, you know, man to man, you know, shit, you know, managers say to make them relate to you and shit. Yeah. Anyways, which I'm not saying that to be funny because he is a cool dude. He was just telling me the cap. He said, listen, man, the money that you are trying to make, or the money that you want to make, you know, it's just going to be far and few in between in the port. Okay. He said that the OTR runs that I would do, like I was doing at Great Wide, he was like, I forgot, how did he word it? I guess he was basically trying to say that it's not worth it. Okay. And And it's funny because it almost kind of sounded like what the guy from HUD was telling me, but I guess maybe the way that my boss now broke it down to me made a lot more sense than the way that, the guy I worked for at HUD was just like, nah, you know what I mean? And he was just basically like, with the rate, the money that these loads would pay that go from, let's say, Norfolk to Kentucky, Norfolk to Indiana, Norfolk to a part of Ohio. He said they just don't pay, it's not worth it for him. He said, I would make the money because, I get paid what I get paid, and, that many miles and all that would definitely, I would rack up. But as far as him and trying to grow a fleet like he's trying to grow, it just wouldn't make a lot of sense to haul for that type of rate. And when he broke it down like that, it was just like, okay, especially because, if you don't know with containers, man, containers, they hurt your truck. They punish a truck, man. I mean, these loads are 40 feet long, but they're like 45,000 pounds. They're 20 feet long, and they're, 34,000 pounds in a 20-footer. And it beats a truck to hell. And, he was just like, I'm trying to get the most out of this truck. I think the truck has about 537,000 miles. I think it was the last time I fueled is what I put in under the mileage. So he's just trying to get the most miles out of the truck, and doing those type of runs, heavy ass loads through West Virginia. He just made it seem like that it just wouldn't be worth it. It just wouldn't. That's what he told me. So with the freight that I can do, going from Norfolk down to, let's say, Durham or Asheboro or Mount Airy, which is like 300 miles one way, 300 miles back. He said pretty much with those type of runs, my cap would be $1,500 a week. He said $1,500 a week would be you hit it perfect every day. We got great appointment times every day. Because when you go to the port, you got to schedule appointments. You know what I'm saying? That's the extra stuff I was telling you that you got to deal with the port, because you got to schedule appointments with your shipper or receiver, and you got to schedule appointment to pull your box out and take your box in. And the appointment you want ain't always going to be the appointment you get. You may go in there, you may be getting back into the Virginia area, and it's 9 in the morning. And, you can be at the port at 9:30, so you ask to get an appointment from 9 to 10, and you go to the website to schedule your appointment. They ain't got an appointment until 2 o'clock. And for those who don't know, after 2 o'clock, it is chaos in the port. It is chaos. You know what I'm saying? So you may just say, fuck it, and then you don't take your box in until the next morning. But then that sets you back, because what if you got an early morning appointment that next morning for your next load? So now you got to do like I'm doing now. You got 2 empty boxes that you got parked where your truck is, and then you went and pulled your box for the next day. So you damn near got 2-3 empties you got to take back in. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of extra stuff you got to deal with when, again, dealing with the port, that it's just counterproductive and it hurts your pockets. So, and he pretty much was telling me like, $1,500 is the cap that I can, tell you that you will make here. But on average, you'll probably do, 11, 12, 13, even sometimes 14, which is what I kind of knew, because I did a video a couple weeks ago explaining, I don't even know if it's a couple weeks ago, it probably was like a day or two ago, depending on how this shit get uploaded, but explaining how, local, regional, and OTR drivers out of the port get paid. So 12 to 14 is what I said is a good average, and, that it makes sense. When I was thinking of making more money, I was thinking that I was going to be able to do some of those OTR runs, but as I explained earlier in this video, he made it seem like that's not, pretty much, we're not going to be doing too many of those, because it's just not worth it. It's the fuel, just all that shit, you know what I mean? So with that being said, now I have a decision to make. And he was just telling me like, look, man, if you just want to run this regional shit and be home every day, off on the weekends, cool. But if you want to look into other opportunities like that fuel hauling position that I talked about, just rethink about it. You know what I'm saying? He told me, he was like, yo, with that fuel hauling situation, it basically would be a contract where I think he said I would either go to Chicago, Texas, or PA to Manassas, VA, some shit like that. and that shit will run from I think he said September until I can't remember if he said March or no September to April. So I think it's 8 months: September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, so 8 months I would run that. You know what I'm saying? And he told me, he was like, yo, that money with that situation, $2,000 a week. He said on the low end, 16, 1700, but for the most part, the guys are averaging $2,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? And you're driving. It's pretty much like a local gig at those 3 locations, but guys travel there and they do that, and then they work there for they work there for 3 weeks and then they fly home. However, if we can get lucky enough to grab that account, if I decide to do it from PA to Manassas, then I could possibly be looking at a situation where, I may be able to, Manassas is like 3 hours away from my house. I may be able to slide down to the crib for the weekend, or maybe even have the wife come up there to me throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? It just depends, man. But the thing is about it is that with that account, with that contract, he already has people who have been doing that account. So what happens is they get first dibs. So they get first dibs. So I get the, I guess crumbs, for lack of a better term, or him. He would pick it for me or whatever, and then we would go forward from there. So I don't know, man. Long story less long. He pretty much told me what my cap is to run out of the port, which would be $1,500. You know what I'm saying? $1,500 in a week would be, what's up, man? Hey. $1,500 in a week, and I gotta make the decision. Hey, y'all going there? Y'all going there? Going there? Going there? I'm working. It's fine. I said I'm working. I ain't doing no recorded videos. Anyways, I would have to make a decision whether or not that $1,500 cap is something that I'm willing to, be okay with for the next 2-3 years. You feel what I'm saying? So I got some decisions to make. I got some shit to, figure out, and we gonna see. We're gonna see, and sounds like my wife's business is in here, so I'm finna get up off here. But we're gonna see. We're gonna figure it out. I'll keep you guys updated, of course, and yeah, man. As always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, truck, and I'm gone. Daddy daycare is on duty.